The Galaxy S23 is the first flagship series in many years from Samsung that uses the Qualcomm Snapdragon chipset exclusively. Previous iterations have retained the Exynos or Snapdragon split based on the market. After the longest time, it was a refreshing change in 2023 that all variants everywhere are powered by the same chipset. Samsung's Exynos chipsets have a mixed reputation in the tech industry. The Galaxy S23 series had a fairly good start, and even with some setbacks, is still going strong. This major success of the series makes many of us wonder what Samsung has in store for the Galaxy S24 series. Well, even though we have just entered the next quarter of 2023, rumors about the next flagship series have already started to roll in. Previously, we came to know that the Galaxy S24 series will have a major redesign. And now, a rumor regarding the chipset of the flagship phones has been getting a lot of attention. However, unlike the previous rumor, this one might have you in distress. The rumor comes from a news outlet that recently talked about the Galaxy S23 Fan Edition. And that news was also pretty disappointing. Nonetheless, this time the news outlet shed light on the chipset the Galaxy S24 series might come with. According to the outlet, Samsung is currently working on the Exynos 2400 and the chipset will debut with the S24 phones next year. However, there is no news about which regions will get the Exynos 2400-powered Galaxy S24 variants. As per the report, the chipset will start mass production in 2024, but it won't be manufactured using Samsung's cutting-edge 3-gap node. Instead, it will use the improved 4LPP variant. Reports suggest, unlike other mobile SoCs that feature an octa-core architecture, the upcoming Exynos platform will have 10 cores. Since Samsung is shifting to deca-core architecture, it's possible other manufacturers may also follow the lead. While one may not have high hopes for an Exynos chip, judging from the leaked details, the Exynos 2400 processor looks promising. However, there's only so much you can learn from dry specs. While it's possible that some variants may still get the Snapdragon chipset, if this rumor is true, we may once again see the vast majority of customers having no option but to buy the Exynos variant instead. Now, this can be a welcome change if Samsung has managed to fix everything that afflicted its Exynos chipsets and prevented them from matching the Snapdragon. If most of its customers are not willing to believe that at this point in time you can't hold it against them, they've been burned before and they won't really be open to placing their confidence in Exynos. If that hasn't happened, and it's confusing as to why Samsung would take this one step forwards, two steps backwards approach with its flagship series. Shifting to Snapdragon was a great decision that has only elevated the Galaxy S23 lineup's appeal. It wouldn't be going from strength to strength if the Exynos chipsets are thrown into the mix again. Rather, it would be akin to showing customers what a great Galaxy S phone looks like, but then preventing them from buying one. That's why, in my view, Samsung runs the risk of killing interest in the flagship Galaxy S series if it tries to do this. Customers prefer continuity, and this will be an unnecessary overhaul, particularly one that's unlikely to make things better. So it begs the question, why would Samsung even think about going ahead with this? Perhaps it's a matter of pride. Does it look good for Samsung's chip division that its flagship chipsets are not used in Samsung's own phones? Perhaps it costs Samsung more to source all chipsets from Qualcomm, and throwing Exynos in the mix helps improve margins on the lineup? Whatever the case may be, it's unlikely that customers will have enough patience to not just understand, but also accept it. For them, it's going to be nothing short of a betrayal. After giving them a near-perfect Galaxy S flagship, taking it back and asking them to put up with the shortcomings of the Exynos once again isn't the best way to sell expensive flagship phones. At a time when the flagship smartphone market is already seeing a drastic reduction in demand and margins are slimmer than ever before, it would be best if Samsung avoids these gambles and let Exynos be a relic of its flagship's past. The level of optimization and the battery life that the Snapdragon variant provided made it even more clear that these customers had always been receiving the short end of the stick. You can imagine that they'd be apprehensive about going back to an Exynos variant again. So, what are your opinion on Samsung's this decision? Let us know it down below in the comment section, and if you enjoyed the video, then a sub to the channel will be massive, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you for the next time. Peace out.